Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday as of this filming. I hope everybody's ready for the weekend. I'm Renee. Welcome to my channel. I pull tarot and oracle cards every day to help us figure out what our focus needs to be and how we need to get there. So if you're new, welcome. I hope you'll decide to subscribe. And for my returning subscribers, thank y'all so much for checking back in. Everybody, please give this video a thumbs up. Okay, let's get started on our reading. Today, our focus needs to be, I don't know how to say that. I have no idea how to say that word, but the message, you will receive news from afar. Okay, watch for emails, watch for people dropping into your messenger. Someone's going to send you a message from maybe the other side of the country, could be the other side of the world, who knows? Could be the other side of town. Just look for communication that isn't going to be face-to-face. It could be a phone call. It could be a letter. But you're going to get some important information today that's going to be of some significance to you. Okay, let's look and see what our tarot cards, our tarot messages are for the day. Okay, we have the Ten of Bats reversed. This is the Ten of Swords reversed, and I call this the recovery card. Once we've hit rock bottom, we start to get into rebuild mode, and I feel like that's going to be a big energy for many of us today. You're looking at rebuilding your situation, recovering from maybe a problem that you dealt with recently. Could be something major like an addiction. Or it could just be, maybe you've had a rough week and it's Friday right now, like I said, as I'm filming this, and maybe you are just ready to put a pin in this and be done with the week. Try to take it slow and easy. Don't rush yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just kind of take some time today, if you can, to do some self-care. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Meditate, journal, just take it easy, because when we're in recovery mode, we're trying to learn new ways of living, and don't stress yourself out with trying to do too much at once. Pick one area of your life that you need to improve upon and maybe focus on that, but give the rest to God. Okay, let's see what our next card is. Okay, another swords card. We have the Queen of Swords. This queen is very, very logical. This is Libra energy when I read. So she's about balance, very much in tune, I think, with this Ten of Bats reversed. She wants you to think logically about your problems. She wants you to watch how you communicate with people, watch your words. Don't be too sharp-tongued, because this queen can definitely deliver a message harshly. We don't want that. Like I said, we're in that energy of being gentle and kind and just having a softer side. But she definitely is telling us that we need to think things through, come out with a plan of what our next steps need to be, and then execute that. But she's very businesslike. She's very, she's very just logical. She doesn't let her emotions and her heart get in the way when she knows an important decision needs to be made. And she tries to make that decision based on facts and what she thinks is the direction. She's very independent, where you're not going to change her mind. She knows what the focus needs to be, and she knows how to execute things, and that's where we need to put our energy in. Not being in our heart space, but being in our head space. Okay, let's look at our last tarot card. Another reversal. We have the Five of Ghosts reversed. This is Five of Cups energy in a traditional deck. And today it's telling us to make sure that we are focusing on positivity, especially if you're in this rebuild mode, the recovery mode. We're going to focus on staying positive, putting our energy into goodness and not stress and worry. The sword suit, which is these other two cards. I'm having a hard time talking this morning. They're about communication and logic. This is telling us, the Five of Cups, to think positively. Don't get caught up in negative thoughts. Pay attention to where your mind goes, because that's where your energy flows. But make sure you're staying focused on track and keeping it positive, and don't dwell on the negative in a situation. Okay, let's look at our T cards. We have Teapot, deep friendship with someone from the same sex. Okay, focus on, on your friendships today, especially if you're a female. Focus on female relationships. If you're male, focus on male relationships, and that all depends on what you identify as. We all have a little bit of both in us. But deep friendship with someone of the same sex, you might get some really good advice from that person. Maybe that girlfriend that you just really trust with everything. Go to her, talk to her about what it is you are dealing with in your recovery mode, and maybe she can give you some really insightful tips. Maybe she can help you turn a negative mindset into a positive mindset. Maybe reach out, send her a text or an email. Just communicate with her by mail if you have to, because we do have, or maybe a phone call. Maybe she doesn't live in your area, but reach out to someone and deepen that friendship with someone, because friendships are what it's all about, especially when we're struggling in that mode, trying to turn things around, make better decisions for ourselves. Okay, we also have Funnel, a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. Okay, I really get a sense that this Ten of Bats, this is a good card combination here. The recovery process can be difficult. We are relearning things, we are rewiring our brains, and we are trying to do things differently. We're trying to be more successful, and we are trying to do things in a more positive light. Be patient with yourself. It can be frustrating. You might be unlearning years of bad habits or bad ways of doing things, and that takes a little while to try to do things differently and try to stay on a better path. Know that there are going to be mistakes made, but you're going to learn lessons from this, and you're going to come out on top. You've got to stick with it, though. Don't revert back to your old ways. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. The tough also start relearning things. So just be patient with yourself. Give yourself some grace. You're going to get there. And our last one, wind chimes, peace and harmony. I definitely feel like that's where we're headed towards with this recovery mode, trying to do things differently, trying to stay positive, and just looking for the peace and harmony every single day in our lives. What brings you peace? Do you need to notch out a moment of the day so that you can regroup and reconnect with your recovery process? It's okay to do that. Look for peaceful and harmonious communication. We have these swords cards, and with the Queen of Swords here, like I said, she can be a little harsh. She doesn't mean to be. She's just trying to share her wisdom in the way that she knows how to relate to it. And sometimes she doesn't have time for games. She doesn't have time to sugarcoat it. But look for the peace and the harmony in your life, and it's going to deepen your relationships with your friends. It's going to help you learn lessons, and it's going to help you learn a new way of doing things. Okay, y'all, I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I am sending you joy, love, health, and wealth, and I will meet you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.